which no one really did at the time. Because you swim through an entire river or creek of just dead bodies that you've killed up to that point. So if you've killed a lot of people, like if you're messing around and doing a lot of stuff with guards, you'll swim past a lot of people, and then you get to the end, and then nothing happens. And then you just start over. And then you have to kind of figure out, you got to use the... Well, one of two things. Either kill yourself intentionally, or you use the pill to kill yourself. Either way works. But we already used that earlier for the fear.
So coming up is a bunch of cutscenes that nothing we have to do here. So read more donation if possible.
Yeah, so we have a $150 donation from Rich T, who says, I was just looking at it, and I suddenly got this urge to donate. No, not just an urge. It was my destiny to be here on the donate page. Yeah. Nice. And then when I donated, I suddenly got this feeling of inner peace. I can't put it into words. I feel...
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to War Thunder. No, sorry. I always get these mixed up. Welcome to Warframe. Now, the opening of this video is going to be a little bit jumpy because I was recording another video at the same time, but it'll clear up soon enough. So this is Warframe, and you're looking at the Trinity Warframe, which is one of the most useful frames in the game, and it has become my favorite. It looks kind of weird, like a robot girl mixed with a lobster and a half-dozen razor blades, but that's sort of the aesthetic you'll encounter in Warframe. And without getting into the lore of the game or anything like that, we're just going to call this frame Dee because we're about to go wreck somebody's laboratory. So, Dee off to go destroy Alad the Fifth's laboratory, or maybe Alad V, I'm not sure. But he's been a bad lad, and we're going to punish him most severely. He's been doing some odd experiments. So, let's roll that intro. In Alvi's laboratory lives the smartest boy you've ever seen. But Trinity blows his experiments to smithereens. There is gloom and doom while creeps go boom in Alvi's lab. Oh yeah, that song was too good. Please, no copyright strike. So basically we're off to go wipe out some of the Flood from Halo, or Zerg from StarCraft, or just gross aliens in general. And by the way, you're gonna see some delimbing of aliens with a big ol' sword. So if that's not your kind of thing, well, I guess it's too late to warn you. Now, off we go with our elite ninja skills, and we have this little follower thing that makes us, like, invisible, and it's useless, but it looks pretty cool. And we're off to go destroy the reactor of this ship. So, oh, there we go, we got Alad talking bad at us. He's trying to convince us to get all gross and nasty like he is, but Trinity ain't into that stuff. She's 100% pure ninja space lobster, and she wants to stay that way. She's a purist, you might say. Kinda snooty, but you can respect her for sticking to her morals. A security force field. Well, if Star Wars has taught me anything about security, it's that shooting stuff brings it down. Ah, there we go. Moving right along, no one can stop us. Take him down, Dee. Haha, yeah, that's right. You make him pay for being born gross looking. Oh, Alad's talking at us again. Can it, pal? We're staying Space Lobster. We're committed. You ain't changed my tail into some nasty, gross, slimy thing. What do you think? Is it time to explain what's going on a little bit? Maybe. So, while I'm on this elevator ride, and for a bit afterward, let's talk about Warframe. Now, Warframe is a free-to-play multiplayer game, and obviously online MMO, you might say. And if you're familiar with Destiny, and I'm not, so it's sort of like Destiny with space ninjas instead of space master chiefs, and it's free. I've spent, I think, like $5 on this game in total, and to compare that with how much I've spent on War Thunder, one of them makes my wife talk about finances, and the other one doesn't. So, that's how that works. What was I going with here? So this is a game you can actually unlock every single thing in the game for free. So everything just costs time. And there's so much content to this game, and it just kind of releases you into the game world after a brief introduction, and it's just up to you to figure out what to do next. I spent 350 hours on this a few years ago. Wreck that reactor, DD! What does this button do? I spent over 350 hours on this game, and there's a whole lot of this, but you constantly find yourself unlocking new things. You get new things to go for. Who are we wrecking? Is that a lad? Aw, poor little fella. He couldn't stop us. We were just too strong. We have some really high level gear on right now, and Trinity is a naturally strong frame. She has the ability to basically turn invulnerable and then feed herself health and energy she can also share with her teammates, so she makes a fantastic group player. Groups are always looking for a Trinity. But I put a ton of time into this game a couple of years ago, and the developers of this one are really similar in their just passion for adding content and continuing to grow and evolve the game, just like the developers of War Thunder are. So I have really just been amazed by how much content has been added to the game. So, with the mission wrapping up, sorry for the snarf and schnot there, I'm a little crusty this morning. With the mission wrapping up, let's take a look at the results. At the top of the screen, you can see the results for like my experience gain, but everything I have here is max level already. And then I got some loot on the side, but that doesn't really matter. What really counts is this story mission complete. And Patient Zero, the storyline, is how you unlock a really cool Warframe called Mesa. And Mesa, besides looking totally awesome, like a ninja girl gunslinger from the Old West and ancient China, again, Warframe has a neat artistic aesthetic. Besides that, she has some really awesome abilities to make her a lot of fun to play, and she's probably my next Warframe on my list that I'd like to unlock. Now, this unlocks the ability to craft her, but I'm going to need to go pick up some components, so I got more playing to do. That wraps it up for today, though. Feel free to like the video if you so choose. I don't really care too much about likes, but it's nice to see this little thumbs up. But really, leave me a comment and just say hi, or just whatever you want to talk about. Talk about Warframe, or how Dee Dee the Lobster Ninja is pretty cool, because, I mean, come on, she's pretty cool. Anyway, guys, catch you in the next one. Bye-bye.